anticipated that Baker would throw it short. Was that because you trust in the pass rush, or did you see a tip that?
I knew the route. I knew the route. I ran it. The receiver took a step, an extra step. Baker took an extra hitch because he was getting hit. Took too long to get the ball out. He got to throw the ball on time, and it'd been a much easier interception. He tried to put some air under it because he was throwing it later than he should have. I was still able to get it.
It seemed that the other guys talking to other DBs, they were really on keys like that today too. E-Man was talking about stuff. Is that you guys had extra time over the bye week? Were you talking about little things like that?
Not really. It's just studying. It's just caring. We got Joe Woods gets us incredibly prepared. Salah does a great job. DB, the safeties coach, he does a phenomenal job. So give those guys a ton of credit. They got us prepared. They went over every look, every indicator. They knew the offense in and out, and they made sure we had the indicators and the keys and we were prepared. So the DB coaches, they both deserve a ton of credit for the way we played and the way we played the whole year. Even some of the plays we gave up, were too sloppy, too loose. There was one play in there where I gave up, just coverage was just too soft. We should have had a pick on the play, but we're playing for something else. But you got to give those guys a lot of credit.
How good was Nick tonight, Bosa?
Oh, Bosa's always good. He's consistent. That's what you appreciate about him. The D-line in general, they're dependable. They're dependable, and that's the best ability, dependability. And that's what they got. You got in the D-line. You know exactly what you're going to get week in and week out, and that's why you try to be consistent in the back end. Our linebackers are very consistent, and Fred and Quan and Greenlaw played a good game today. And those guys should get the love. This year, I think, you see a lot of the highlights and stuff. You see a lot of the conversations, and you don't see these guys being mentioned for Pro Bowls and All Pros. And these guys are playing Pro Bowl and All Pro football. This isn't a fluke that we're just running through these teams. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. It's not a game. Other teams just struggle with these guys, and we held them, I think, 31-3, and that's from Pro Bowl, All Pro talent up front and in the secondary and in the linebacker room. And I think those are the kind of conversations that need to be started. And I hope our fans, when the voting opens up, they get those guys the votes they deserve because, D Ford, Bosa should be a rookie in the Pro Bowl this year, and it shouldn't even be close. Obviously, DeForest, Eric is playing freaking Pro Bowl football. Our whole D-line could be in there represented, if I'm being honest. Both the backers, you got to give Quan a ton of credit. What he's brought to this defense is incredible. Jaquaski Tart has been quiet and nobody mentions him. And when you're not getting mentioned in defense, it's not because you're playing bad. If he was playing bad, I guarantee you guys would mention him. He's playing an outstanding, incredible football. He's sound. He's tackling well. He's making the plays that are there, and that's what you need. That's what great defense is. This wasn't a one-man performance or one-unit performance. This is all three levels of football: special teams, offense, defense, everything coming together and playing well.
Hey, Richard, when people question the legitimacy of an undefeated record, I know it's early in the season, but how does that sit with you, knowing how hard it is to win?
You don't worry about it. You want idiots to sound like idiots, but you want them to hold their position the whole year. Like don't flip flop with us. Like if you said we weren't gonna make it, you said we were some way early on, just stick with that position. Hold it. Don't try to give us credit now. Don't try to give us credit now. Just stick. If you had us ranked 25, keep us ranked 25. If you had us going home early, if you had us going 3 and whatever, have us going 3 and whatever. You know what I mean? At least stick by your word, because I want you to sound like an idiot at the end. We know what we got in the building. We knew the talent that we had. We knew the talent that Kyle and John put together. We knew the defense that Salah ran was effective. Obviously, Kyle has had a ton of success on offense. Hightower does a great job in special teams. We knew the talent and what we could do. We just got to be consistent. You got a young team. It's about teaching them how to win. It's about teaching them how to win in tough games. Like the last game we played was a tough win. You got 5 turnovers. You got to learn how to win those games. That's championship football, learning how to win those games. Then you got to learn how to win these games. Monday night, spotlight, but you don't treat it any different. Every game is a championship game. You don't play up to the competition, you don't play down to it. You show up every week and you execute to the best of your ability, and that's what our team is getting better at. And that's what you appreciate. You can't worry about the outside noise because one day they'll love you, one day they'll hate you, the next week they'll love you again. And the next week, guess what? They're ready to burn you down and put pitchforks in you. So you can't worry about that. You can't let that dictate your emotion or your mood.
So you talk about a young team. How have you helped teach these young players how to win week after week?
I just tell them what I know. You know what I mean? I know it's about caring for one another. It's about appreciating the contributions that every man makes. Gus Bradley taught me that. It's about having a genuine appreciation for the contributions every player makes, because everybody's important. Every play, every D-line taking on a double team is important. Every guy setting the edge, every guy taking on a big block or batting the ball down, every single play, every single person and their job is important. the guy on special teams just taking on a double team so the other guy can come free and make a tackle. You have to appreciate everybody, and I think that's what this team is doing a great job of, just caring and appreciating one another and celebrating it. Celebrating when the offense makes a play, celebrating when the defense makes a play, and then not turning around and stabbing each other in the back when they don't. The offense makes a mistake, it's not, oh man, why did they make a mistake? It's like, hey guys, we got your back. You know, that's what brothers do. You don't stab them in the back, you lift them up. And when we're making mistakes, they lift us up. And that's what's going on here.
How gratifying was it to beat a
I get
team?
you right now.
Sorry. How gratifying was it to beat a team like the Cleveland Browns that came in with so much hype?
We any given Sunday, any given Monday, I guess. You don't let the quality of opponent or any of that dictate how you play. You know, we weren't worried about who we were playing. We were worried about our game and how we could execute. How high can we take it? And I think in some aspects we didn't take it as high as we could have today. And so we got things that we could correct. And I think that's what we're focused on. That's how you win football games. That's how you win for a long time. It's focusing on you and not the opponent. It's focusing on the things you can do better. How great can we be? Not how bad can we make them look or how can we beat them. It's about how good can we execute, because then the rest will take care of itself.
We're going to do Shelley and then one more.
All right, what was it like watching Steve Young and Jerry Rice and knowing that you guys have done something that hasn't been done, Ian brought this up, since 1990?
Oh.
Joe Montana was the quarterback.
Oh shoot!
Undefeated.
Honestly, I guess it's a pretty cool stat, and you got to appreciate the history of this franchise. It's a storied franchise, 5 championships. As they always say, you know, you got people that have been faithful now and been faithful since the beginning, and you appreciate that support. And we're just trying to do what we can. You know what I mean? We're trying to go out there and win football games. We're trying to make our families proud, trying to make each other proud, and appreciate the hard work that guys have put in, and make it come to life. So I guess it's a nice stat, but it's not the end goal. You know, you don't get a trophy for it. So we're just focused on the next game. We're getting ready for the Rams, and you know, we're going to do our best to handle them.
What were some of those
Last
things
one.
that you guys could have done better?
There were plays out there where we could have buzzed. We weren't tight. The trap that Chubb got out on, we could have been tighter on that. It's just guys kind of fell asleep with Odell motioning out. There were a few busts in coverage that they didn't find, but we just got to clean it up. You know what I mean? It's not about if they find them. It's about being sound and being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. But like I said, rush and coverage works together, and we got it done. But it wasn't clean. It wasn't as clean as it could be, and it wasn't as good as it could be. So we gotta make it.
All right, we got